So what you do is you solve each of the problems. So for example, the first one says evaluate. Remember, evaluate means solve. And at least for this first puzzle, you're going to plug in whatever numbers they give you with the letters. Okay, so for example, right, it's 3b plus a squared. So I would plug in a 2 for the b since it says b equals 2. And I'd plug in a 1 for the a since it says it's 1 squared. Okay, so I'm going to do it like I'm you guys. So I'm going to solve this one, 3b plus a squared. So I'm going to go to my extra piece of paper, and I'm using Notability, but you should have an actual piece of paper you're using. I'm going to write down this exactly the way it is. Then I'm going to look to see. So I know b equals 2. So I'm going to rewrite it now, but I'm going to plug in, instead of the letters, the numbers that they give us. And then a squared, so a equals 1. So that's 1 squared. Okay, now I'm just going to follow GEMDAS or PEMDAS. You might have learned it in 5th grade. So I do groupings first, right? Then I do exponents. Then I do multiplication, division, addition, or subtraction. Okay, so I don't have any groupings. I do have an exponent over here though. So 1 squared. Remember, 1 squared is the same thing as 1 times 1. So I know 1 times 1 is 1. Plus, when two numbers are together like this means multiplication. So 3 times 2 is 6. And now I have 6 plus 1, and that is 7. Okay, now I'm going to go check my answer. So if I go back to the escape room, over here in the corner are the different answer choices. So if you don't get an answer that's on here in red, then you did something wrong. But I see mine right here, 7 is B. So that means the first letter, or the first lock for this, because we have to find a 4-letter code, is going to be a B, since we got 7 for the answer. So I'm going to write down 7 right here and circle it or highlight it. Oh, actually, instead of putting 7, I'm going to put the letter, right? It was a B. Highlight it. And if I were you, I would keep track of the letter that you get for each of the problems you solve, because tomorrow when you go to log back into this, it's not going to save your work. So you want to keep track of the answers you're getting so that when you go tomorrow, you can just quickly put in the answers and go back to wherever you were.